everyone, and welcome to Ron's vlog, where I can say whatever I want to because no one is listening. Today we are going to use some basic elementary logic on the human to figure out just what are these things for. Let's do a practice run. Let's say, as an analogy, that we have two devices that are similar. This one's a cell phone, this one's a remote control. Both have buttons all over the front, number pads. This one has a little LED emitter and no screen, no way for it to feed back to me what I've input, and I deduce that it is meant to control another object. Whereas the cell phone has a screen, can respond to me, give me feedback, and if I took it apart I would discover it's full of radio equipment, so it can also communicate with objects at a distance, relay my information out to them, relay their information back to me. Differences, we've deduced their uses, application based on their features. So, when we look at the human, as opposed to say a cloud or a tree or an amoeba or a rock, we see that we have some features, some distinctive attributes that give us clues as to the proper use, the purpose of a person. So what have we got? Well, to distinguish us from other objects on the planet, let's go to the most outstanding, unique attribute first, and that would be our huge throbbing frontal cortex. Yes, our brain, and the particular way it has developed, the skills we have, that is complex language that is written, cause and effect, logical reasoning and deduction. We make tools, elaborate tools, from written language and diagrams to machinery and equipment that we augment ourselves with, unique pretty much in the animal kingdom, certainly in the rock kingdom on our planet. So brain, big feature number one. Feature number two, just from significance and impact on our existence, I would say is our emotional spectrum. We share that with some other creatures on this planet. But our emotional spectrum is considerably important because it's not just a physiological effect that it has. It does not just trigger chemical releases. Well, it does do that. We get dopamines and different chemicals released when we have an offspring, so it will bond with that child and raise it. In situations of anger or fear, we will release adrenaline into our system so that we can run away faster or fight harder. But that is not the extent of it. Those emotions that we feel are tightly integrated with our mental processes. We are very aware of them. They influence our decisions. They cause us to react in all kinds of ways, and we feel them intensely. So they are a number two part of our experience here as a human. And number three would be our body such as it is. And our body is not the biggest, it's not the fastest, it's not the strongest. We haven't got the best eyesight or the best hearing on the planet. We can't fly at all. We are mediocre swimmers at best. You leave us in the sun too long and we burn. You leave us in the cold too long and we will freeze to death. So we're not the most robust specimens of physicality on the planet. However, it is obviously built to experience physical life on this planet. We have intense senses that we rely on and enjoy, like vision and hearing and smell and taste, and our skin is covered with nerve endings so we can feel sensations, whether it's touch or temperature. We obviously are meant to experience physical reality here. So let's take those features and put them together and see what does that give us. Body. We are meant to to live here and experience life on this planet. Emotions. If you're going to have a bunch of emotions, you may as well feel good. I think anyone would choose to feel as good as they can, however they might define that. I know some people that really enjoy being grumpy. And what have we got to facilitate those operations with? Our intellect, our mind, our intelligence. So if we wrap those three together, we want to live in a way that feels as good as possible with as much intelligence as possible. Basic operation of a human being. Someone's going to say out there, I think dolphins are more intelligent than people. Thank you, you've just proven my point. You have analyzed the behavioral characteristics and your take on the philosophy of a dolphin and decided that it is admirable, that it is wise, and that you would emulate that creature. You have just used your mind to analyze options and chosen something that you think will feel good. And then you want to experience that and live it out with your body. That's what we do. What I have not explored, though, is why there are humans, or dolphins, or trees, or rocks on this planet. It's another issue completely. And I will say that we are bad at why. Our minds do not seem to do a great job at putting together, deciphering, deducing the why of things on this planet. In fact, that might be a good subject for my next vlog entry, and I hope you will join me here as I explore that subject next time. And I don't know why.